Assalamualaikum. Hello, good afternoon to our beloved audience and panelists. Hope all of you was in pink of health. With me, Wan Mirza Shafi Bewaralimi, as your moderator. Today, let me introduce to you our professional panel for the English Forum. On my right is our first panelist is Patricia. Next to her, second panelist is Sophie. Next to Sophie, third panelist is Shuhada. And the fourth panelist is Nabila. And the last panelist is Lisa. As a matter of fact, nowadays, a house can be like two parts of body. Each is important because they make you warm. Each room in the room has to stand out and be at the same level as the rest for the house. There are some of the big reasons that you might want to improve your home. Today, we will make a discussion about you have a chance to improve one part of your home which you consider important. Which part will choose improve? Without wasting our time, my first question to our first panelist, can you tell us about your opinion on our discussion for today?
Thank you, Moderator Mirza. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to the audience and other panelists. One of the most important part of the house to improve is the place where you sleep. Bedroom is a very important place where people sleep when they get tired. After you get home from a long day activities, you will need somewhere to sleep so that you can recharge your energy for the next day. Therefore, it is very essential to decorate your bedroom for your own comfort and healthy sleeping. Being a busy person, all you need is a bedroom that will help you reduce the stress. You must design a bedroom in a way that make you feel good. With a well-decorated bedroom, you will have a happy life because you will start each morning energetic and relaxed after a good night's sleep.
May I interrupt? Can you share some tips with us? How about to improve the bedroom?
Yes, Moderator Mirza. Here are some tips that will help you come up with the best kind of design. Tip number 1 is choose the right color. It is very important to choose the right color because this will make it look more restful and relaxing. Tip number 2 is choose the right bed. If you want your bedroom to look perfect, you must go for the right size of bed and choose the right mattress that you feel comfortable, and also the pillow that also comfortable for you too. The last step is to consider traffic in your room. You must have the right size and arrangement of furniture inside your bedroom for easy movement. Most importantly, you need to have the right type of wardrobe door so that you will not have any difficulty in opening them. If you are a modern person, I recommend it use the sliding door wardrobe. If you can put all these factors into consideration, then you will have the best bedroom design for you, will make your life more fun and relaxed. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thanks to panelist Patricia. Alright, my next question is to the second panelist, panelist Sophie. Could you share your opinion and explanation which part in the house should be improved?
Thank you to our moderator Mirza. I'm Sophie, panelist number 2. Based on my opinion, I choose the place where we eat to improve the most important part in our house. This is because the part is the main role in our house. The best place I suggest to we eat at home is the dining table. The way I want to improve the dining table is our table sculpt. We can draw our attention to the table and create a beautiful moment, such like a fresh new table linens to a large basin filled with a fruit. For a centerpiece, the options are endless, can be easily updated with objects already in our home. Next, we can use the ceiling as our fifth object because the ceiling is a great place to explore a bold pen color of a big wallpaper, or for adding an element of architecture like a ceiling medians. In addition to dressing up the space, a darker color can create the scene of deep and making the room appear large. Meanwhile, we can add a statement piece with making a bold statement in our room, but it's not a limit to a large candle. Instead, try swapping out the chairs at the head of the table for one with a bit more personality. A mix of style and pattern made for stature and visual interest. After that, make the most of the bar chart. While our bar chart is predominantly to show off your favorite photos, it's also place to add some unique accent pieces. Style it with a beautiful glasses, vintage thermal, and brass accessory for a bit of flair. Subsequently, set the mood. Nothing kills a mood than a bright, blurry light, so go ahead and trimmer to the light source in our dining room. Match with a few candles. The soft light will have you glowing in no time. Then, bring in a mirror, place a large, unique mirror above the console, perfect or the bar chart in dining room. In addition, to making the space feel much bigger, it add a touch of luxury. Next, to dress up the floor, don't make the mistake of sizing the rug too small. If you pull up the chair from the table and it slip off the edge of the carpet, it's too small. This makes the table feel like an island, complementing the room. Other than that, try make oversized and having the edge of the rug come closer to the wall. Basically, we should improve the place we eat so we will be more disciplined and tidier. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thanks to panelist Sophie. Right, my next question is to the third panelist. Which part of the house do you think is important to improve?
Thank you to our moderator. So my question was, which part of the house do you think is important to improve? So of course, as a student, the most important place is where you study. It doesn't matter if it is just a small corner in your bedroom or you have your own study room, which makes it even better. Why? Because sometimes your bed can be a great distraction for you. Where you study is just as important as what you study. Numerous studies have found that the place in which you study affects how you remember all the information you are studying. So how exactly the place will affect your studies? The most important thing is the environment of the place itself. For example, studying in the library or a quiet cafe is so much better than studying in a loud place, making you focus more on your books. But here, we are discussing about our own home, so just closing the door is enough to tell the others that you don't want to be disturbed. Next one is of course the design of your study place. Imagine if you're studying in a place with no decoration or even doesn't have enough source of light. Your motivation to study will be gone after a few minutes you started studying. When we study, of course, we need to rest our eyes and mind. That's the importance of good decoration and adequate lighting. They also helps you to retain and recall information better. Also, improving your study place also includes making sure that your study place is well equipped. This is important as searching for things can be a distraction when we couldn't find it. So to conclude my point, the environment does affect our study. Having a good study place will help us to focus and do better in studying.
Thanks to panelist Shuhada. Right, my next question is to fourth panelist Nabila. In your opinion, what the most important part in the house that should be improved?
Thank you, Moderator Mirza. Good afternoon, everyone. Based on my opinion, the most important part in the house to improve is the place that we can relax. Living room is the place, obvious place to consider when making one home relaxing for everyone. These are the places which we intend to spend the most of the time with family members. Also, with members, with friends, and with our guests. First, in my recollection, the living room reminds me of a rosy memories. In the past, our living room was always a center of congregating. All family members sit together and make activities and relaxing. Sometimes we watch TV, other time we play a game like we play a chess or Uno card. Living room was always be the place which full of happiness and also become the place with family pleasures.
Before you move to the next point, may you tell us more about relaxing in the living room?
Thank you, Mirza. Thank you, Moderator Mirza. In addition, the living room also a place for relaxing or having a chat with our friends, and our guests. When our family and friends come to visit, we always put our effort to entertain them with some things like we buy some ornaments to decorate our living rooms. Also, I have a tip that we can use, such as we make a touch of nature can improve an indoor living space. Like we put some fresh spring blooms or other flowers like cactus and other plants. That make the environment more like natural and more relaxing. In a word, a living room always plays an important role in both our family life and our social activities. Therefore, I think a living room, which the place where you relax, is the most important room in our house. Thank you, that's all from me.
Thanks to panelist Nabila. We go to our final panelist Alisa. So, how about your opinion? Which part, house that you think should be improved?
Thank you to Moderator Mirza. I'm Zaris Alisa, panelist number 5. Personally, I believe that every home has a place where you can cook. Every home has a kitchen. It is a paramount. No other room than the bathroom serves such a distinct purpose. Having a functional kitchen is truly a blessing. It helps to meals preparation. It minds the busy hustles and the bustles of life. Not to mention that every kitchen is a center of our day-to-day living. Our day most likely begins in the kitchen with a cup of coffee and energizing breakfast to start our day. In this tranquil environment, we begin our day like preparing meals for our family. We even gather right at here to socialize together, and that brings us to the next point. Kitchens also provide for fun family activities. Cooking and baking for family is a great bonding experience. It also helps to get a little messy, learns a new things, and learns a new recipe. Not only the kitchen is a center of our family to team handle, it is a place where children learn social skills and manners that helps them to connect with other people throughout life. In fact, spending more time in the kitchen can also benefit our health. It's benefits for our family, and it's great to know that we can help them to develop the habit in life that brings us lifelong and benefits. In a nutshell, having a beautiful kitchen means it's investing in your family health and happiness. A kitchen that is functional and aesthetically pleasing will draw family guests into the very heart of your home. Thank you.
Thanks to panelist Alisa. Actually, there are a lot more questions and answers that I want to share with you, but it was too long. So I make my decision to write only this and also the forum closer. For the answer of panel 4, you can ask your member to make itself because it's just like writing an essay. The conclusion. To conclude our discussion for today, different people have different truths on the importance of each house part based on their lifestyle. Each of us has different time management. Some of us have a long working day and some of us spending all our time in our own house. So every part on the house is important and it depends on your which part do you want to improve. To end our forum, I want to thank to all panelists and audience to attend the forum today. And also, thank you to our beloved Miss T. That's all for me. Thank you.